This will probably be the last instalment for today. I've now got, I've had the engine running again since what I did. It was running quite nicely as long as the choke or strangler was closed. Well, I've overcome that. I've had it running again since with that open, and basically I raised the needle in the carburettor by 1 notch. I'm going to attempt to start it again in a moment. I also brazed this footrest that was it was cracking, well, obviously around where the braze is. I brazed it on both sides as well, not just the side you can see but behind as well. Built up and filled in the cracks, and it seems to be nice and solid again now, because it was sort of flexing a little bit and just about getting ready to snap off, I think. So hopefully that'll be okay. It better had be. I brazed it, and it'll be me that'll be the first one to test it, so I've only got myself to blame if anything goes wrong there. I also added a little spacer to the rear brake rod, because the adjuster nut on the brake rod had run out of threads and the pedal was going down too far before it did anything. So the operating angle is pretty good, so I just added a spacer there, and now we've got more realistic sort of brake pedal travel, so that's another little thing sorted out as well. We seem to have a very slight weep oil coming from the kickstart shaft and the gearbox, although having said that, it's settled down a bit from what it was earlier, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. It's no biggie if I go take this off and put a new seal in there, or O-ring it might be. But I'm going to put the camera down now and hopefully start it up and demonstrate that it runs much nicer with that needle raised. Obviously the carburettor's all being cleaned out and the pilot passageway's unblocked. We already know about all of that. The owner gave me a couple of new tyres to fit to this as well, and that's going to be a laugh a minute when I do the rear one, because someone, there's the valve, someone has managed to put a tyre security bolt right next door to it. Now usually you get one opposite, which we've got, or if you have two, you have the valve and two tyre security bolts arranged 120 degrees apart. So you have one opposite the valve, which we've sort of nearly got, or two at 120 degrees away from the valve. But in this case we've got two with one right next door to the valve and one opposite pretty much. So I think there's possibly going to be some choice swear words used when I change that rear tyre. But anyway, I'm going to put the camera down now and just see if we can get one last start out of it for today and show it running okay, I hope. Here we go, put that there. Now get the fuel on. Fuel is very slow coming through on this. Well, that said, I haven't got a hell of a lot in there either. Here it comes. Right. Close the choke just while it warms up a little, and then we get it open. Hopefully we can see there that the strangler is now open. That was a start pretty much from cold, because although I ran it today, a good few hours ago, it was before lunchtime when I ran it, so that really, to all intents and purposes, is a cold start. A little bit hesitant there. I'll just put the camera down and I'll close the strangler a little and demonstrate it working and picking up a bit better while it's still warming up. Tick over speeded up already. Well, I could bore everyone to death waiting for it to fully warm up, but trust me, it does run okay when it is warm with that open. Wouldn't even pick up like that before. Much to my surprise, the clutch freed off after a few kicks as well, so as these engines are notorious for sticky clutches, so I think I'll probably be able to take a trip up and down the lane on it before long, probably tomorrow, and at least I can get a feel for what it's going to be like, and probably maybe I better change the tyres on it before I go much further, but I think it's just about ready to be moving under its own power. So that, I think, is where we'll round it off today. Good bit of progress there, I'd say.